Today we have a Pontiac. The young lady dropped it off and was complaining that it's making a terrible noise underneath. You can hear it a little right now, but I'm going to have somebody get in the car and rev it up so you can really see what it's doing. I'm going to show you what's causing that and how to repair it. And that is the noise she was talking about. We're underneath the car. It looks actually pretty good for 220,000. These are heat shields. You would actually look for something wrong with the exhaust, or the first thing you'd check is these shields. Now there's also one above this muffler, which protects the bottom of your car. So you want them in place. The other two are good. And this one actually is what's causing that problem. Makes it sound like the car's blowing up in that, but really it's nothing major, and it's not that much heat right here. The car was just driven. And I mean, it's not that hot, but it's held on by some bolts. There's actually supposed to be one here. There's one here, one here, and one here. And since it's got a lot of miles on it, it's just broke. And we could run up to the store, dealer, and try to find a bolt for this that would fit, because it didn't rip it out. Or you can just use a zip tie. So I'm going to use a zip tie here and there, and it's just a cheap, easy fix, and it's back on the road. This is actually broken out of there, so that nut is supposed to be in there, and the bolt would go up through here. So unless I replace that plastic piece, you know, it's not going to work. What I'm going to do is just get a zip tie, tie it there, and another spot, and it'll never come off. And since this part is broke here, I'm going to run it up on top of it, and then I'm going to add to it, and then go down through the hole and pull this up tight. You might have to use a couple zip ties, depends what length you have for zip ties. This is just what I got laying around. So I'm gonna have to use a couple. And I tighten up like that. And now it's not gonna be rattling on this. And I might even put another one. There's a hole here. And I might pull up to this bracket right there just to make sure it's really tight. And that should take care of the problem. And now the idea is to alleviate any rattles. So what I'm actually gonna do is put another one over here and draw this thing up tight. Like that. Now the thing is rock solid, and it will not come out in the next 100,000 or so. So it should take care of the problem. So that, of course, alleviated the problem. So if you happen to hear a rattle, we're not talking grinding, but a rattle underneath your car, first thing you want to check is your heat shields.